Good morning, everybody. The verse that I'm going to be talking about this morning, just for a couple of minutes, are in John 7. And the verses are, the focus of the verses is, if anyone is thirsty, let him come to me. And whoever believes in me, rivers of living water will brim and spill over. So they're the verses that I wanted to talk to you about this morning. And just to kind of put a bit of context into it, it was the last day of the Feast of Tabernacles, and that was a celebration of God, as we know, providing for the Israelites when they were in the wilderness. And part of that festival involved sort of the pouring of water as recognition of what God had provided for them. But Jesus went into the temple courts, so it was the last day, it was the greatest day. And it was in the temple courts, and it says that he took his stand. So what he was going to say was obviously really important. And it also says that he cried out. So it wasn't just like a passing comment that he was making. He said it in a really loud voice, so it was really important. And I just want to talk to you a little bit about being thirsty, because actually it says, if anyone is thirsty, and believes in me, then living water will flow and brim out of them. So it doesn't say it's for a chosen few, does it? It says it's for everybody. And later on, John says that this is the Holy Spirit. He's kind of reflecting on it. It was pre-Pentecost. So those living waters is God's Spirit that fills us to the point that we are brimming over. And when we're brimming, then we can bless others, can't we? But obviously we have a responsibility in terms of being open and being thirsty. And I was just thinking about thirsty, and I guess in some ways, we've no idea what it is to be really thirsty, have we? People walk miles, don't they, for to have their thirst quenched, to find water. I suppose the nearest we get is, after we've been and done some exercise and we're absolutely, drinking water. And it makes us laugh because we went to Cyprus once in the summer, northern Cyprus, and it was 40 degrees. And we decided it was a good idea to go and see the ruins at Salamis, and it was just baking hot. And all actually we wanted to do, their amazing, incredible ruins, was to find a drink, So actually when we found a bar after it and got a drink, everyone says that's the best drink they ever had because they were so thirsty. And so I think, God is offering to meet our thirst there. Jesus is saying, anyone who's thirsty. So I was just thinking about our responsibility in that. And often we fill ourselves up with other things, don't we? And we maybe mask our spiritual thirst. Everybody is thirsting for God, but maybe, we fill our lives with other things, and that quenches a thirst that should be filled by God. So I suppose my challenge this morning is around us being thirsty and not sipping. When we're thirsty, we don't just have one sip and go, oh, thank you very much, that's lovely. We absolutely gulp it down. So I'm just going to leave you with those thoughts and maybe think about not sipping, but recognising our thirst and being open to God filling us. Thank you.